No matter where you turn, the news keeps happening, but you can count on us to continue ignoring it and make up other stories instead. Here's the latest, and we begin by honoring the reports that July 31st, 2022 was apparently the day George Jetson was going to be born. George dons Jetson Stetson for episode with futuristic flying horses. Tigger distressed to learn bank charges bouncing fee. And from the motivational speaking world, Ugly Duckling inspires with TED Talk. Tears were flowing in the audience yesterday as the Neverland TED Convention came to a close with an inspirational presentation from keynote speaker, the Ugly Duckling. Now fully grown, the former duckling swooped in over the audience before strapping a lavalier mic on his wing and telling his inspirational story of growth from an outcast with a backwards beak to a successful career selling insurance for Aflac. The duckling's emotional talk wrapped up a diverse day of presentations that began with Hansel and Gretel discussing their efforts to bring alternative navigation technology to underserved areas lacking internet access. Later, an 82-year-old Peter Pan delighted the packed house with lessons on how to use TikTok, though the Little Red Hen's discussion of how to inspire employees suffered from light attendance. Additionally, Lady Godiva's talk was canceled by organizers after learning a number of middle school boys had purchased tickets to her horseback riding demonstration. The summer travel season rolls on, but sometimes it's hard to know where to stay. Seeing how most fairy tale characters usually end up in terrible locations like some dungeon, they may not be the right people to ask. But we did anyway.
Hello, friends. The Prince here. You probably know my better half, the Princess, with her famous issues with peas. She and I spent a lot of time traveling now, and these hotels leave something to be desired. If you end up at, say, a Fairfield Inn by Marriott, it's just way too nice for your average fairy tale character. Fortunately for you, I have the answer. It's Fairyfield Inn by Mary at the front desk. And that must be Lazy Mary, since there's no way Mary Poppins is running a joint like this. We're not just talking about vegetables under the mattresses, no! Fairyfield Inn has every possible aspect of terrible fairy tale lodging. Whether it's bar, black sheep, wool sheets lining every bed, or only offering curds and whey for room service, you're sure to be disappointed. Fairfield is a disaster right down to the details, like putting Little Boy Blue and his horn in charge of wake-up calls. You're definitely going to miss your meeting. You'll sleep like Frere Jacques at Fairyfield, unless there's a wolf in your bed when you check in. Not the first time. Anyway, take it from me, the Prince. If you want to travel like real fairy tale royalty, don't be calling some 4-star resort. Dial up the Fairyfield, where they've only got 1 star, and it doesn't even twinkle.
That's my cousin Derek, previously of WrestleMania ad fame, back now for the Fairyfield Inn. I'm sure you can book the Fairyfield on Hotwire, or perhaps Notwire. Now, we've got some more news to report. Let's get back to it. Mufasa contacts dermatologist to inquire about scar removal procedure. The Count sets record for most Amazon reviews written. Says it was just to count the stars. And from our theme park repairs bureau, Disney World hires Ghostbusters for Haunted Mansion renovation. Walt Disney World regularly renovates its attractions, so fans weren't surprised to see the Haunted Mansion show up on the list of upcoming temporary closures. What they didn't expect was to see a crew in hazmat suits and proton packs storming past the orange cones to ghostbust the mansion's spirit issues. Disney guests have complained about the building for years, claiming that it is infested with ghosts and ghouls, and noting that they seem way too happy for being dead. And while a Magic Kingdom spokesman sternly disputed claims that over 1,000 ghosts had infiltrated the building, it appears they're taking the problem seriously. Multiple Disney blogs reported that Dan Aykroyd was spotted in line for It's a Small World during a break, and photographs surfaced on Instagram showing Bill Murray toweling off ectoplasm in the nearby tangled bathrooms. Park officials have not announced how they plan to use the building in a dehaunted state, but travel experts expressed confidence that whatever it is will have a gift shop. Speaking of gift shops, rumors persist that Disney will make the corralled Haunted Mansion ghosts available for rent at Memento Mori, so guests can take them back to their resorts and haunt those folks in the adjoining room with the screaming toddlers.